thank you for being here tonight for our county commission meeting. We've got some good stuff going on tonight, and we always appreciate public participation, so we're glad you're here. I'm going to lead us in the prayer and the pledge. If you'd like to stand and join me. Father, we want to thank you for this day. We want to thank you for this place we live and for the people that we've got that work hard to make it a better place. We ask you to be with us in our decisions tonight. Help us to make good decisions that will move us forward and make us a better community to live in. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. You join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have one addition to our agenda tonight that will be a resolution on the closing of 3 Mile Road, and that will take a 4/5 vote of our commission to add that to the agenda. Do I have such a motion?
Partial closing.
Partial closing.
Right.
Thank you.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Waters, second by Commissioner Wallace to add that to the agenda. Please call the roll.
Thank you, sorry. Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxson?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have several people that would like to speak in our public participation segment tonight. I'd like to remind everybody that our rules for that are 3 minutes a person. We'd like for you to come forward when I call your name and give us your name and your address, and you'll have 3 minutes. The time will show on the screen behind you, and we ask you to be respectful of other people's time. So our first one tonight is Cheryl Wall. If you'd like to come forward and speak about your issue.
Is this on?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like it.
Thank you. My name is Cheryl Wall. I live at 28 Westwood Circle, Southwest 30165. Thank you for your time today. These are not easy times for us as citizens. Unprecedented inflation, increased taxes, and pandemic fear surround us in every facet of our daily lives. But I'm here to talk about what is hands down the largest elephant in the room: election integrity and the use of Dominion voting machines. Let me begin with what you probably already know. As of today, we have 77 days until Election Day, with early voting beginning even sooner. A recent national poll by mainstream publication Newsweek says only 20% of Americans are very high in election integrity. I suspect 20% is high. Free and fair elections are the cornerstone to our freedoms as Americans. Here in Georgia, Judge Amy Totenberg has already shared her opinion that the QR codes used on our ballots do not align with the Georgia Voter Code requirements. Let me now share some facts that you may not know. While difficult to comprehend, it appears in part that the entire COVID pandemic and lockdowns were created to promote the use of drop boxes and mail-in ballots during the 2020 election. If you doubt this issue or believe me to be a conspiracy theorist, I encourage you to research the long list of patent activity on file with the National Institute of Health. Or better yet, try to answer the question, if only man-made inventions can be patented, why would a virus be granted a patent? Also difficult to comprehend is the intentional censoring on social media and mainstream media of conservative opinions. The America we were born into is not the America of today. Let me step back and tell you that I have voted for each of you. And I believe all of you love your families and that you love Floyd County and that you're here to serve us with the best of intentions. Censoring the truth about the 2020 election is extremely toxic. It prevents us from having any confidence in our election process, and even more so, keeps us from trusting our elected leaders that we need so desperately to acknowledge what has happened so it can never happen again. Perhaps you've heard of the Dinesh D'Souza documentary, 2,000 Mules. I have here a DVD copy to share with you. I also have a copy of the Appling County and Chattooga County Republican Party resolutions, which were passed within the past couple weeks. These resolutions validate the voting machine concerns and should be considered here in this forum too. I respectfully request that each of you take the time to see this video for yourself. Make your own opinion about the information. Do not be distracted by fact checkers, news articles, friends, neighbors, or family. Watch for yourself. The triangulation technology used and presented in the film is the exact same technology used by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, FBI, CIA, and other intelligence agencies. Once you've seen the film, I urge each of you to pray to God the Father in heaven for the wisdom and discernment to know the truth. And I beg you to act accordingly within your authority as county commissioners to stop the use of Dominion machines. This elephant won't fit under the rug anymore. Thank you.
Thank you. Angela Rubino.
Angela Rubino, 1410 Kingston Highway. I'm going to take this moment to come behind Ms. Wall and remind you all of the invitation that I have sent out last week. We all suggest that this board, the election board, to be present to see in real time how elections have really been operating in Georgia. The address to this location, so please join us, is 11045 Parson Road in Duluth, Georgia. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Marcus Flowers.
Good evening, Commissioners. Mr. Chair, I am Marcus Flowers. I'm the Democratic nominee for Georgia's congressional seat 14, running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. I wanted to introduce myself to the county and talk a little bit about what we're facing here as a community. Now, I've served this country for almost 30 years as a soldier, a defense contractor, and a government official. Let me put this simply. Service to this country has been my life. My background is in logistics. I've spent 20 years overseas, 10 of those years in combat zones in Iraq and Afghanistan and other places, and I've truly seen the effects of misinformation, disinformation, extremism, and radicalization, and how it always leads to unnecessary death and violence. You know, our current Congresswoman is trying to infect America with something that I've seen over the course of my career. And I simply can't stand by and watch that happen. You know, on January 6th, I was a government official for the Department of Defense. And on that day, I watched in horror as police officers were being beaten with an American flag, and a Confederate battle flag was being paraded through our Capitol rotunda. Absolute lawlessness and chaos. And it was all spurred on by the big lie that the election was stolen. Now, coming from the world of intelligence and electronics warfare, I understand that a not insignificant portion of our population has been radicalized by lies and trying to divide people to make us think that we're enemies. Let me tell you something. I've been to places like Camp Bucca, which is the birthplace of ISIS, and I've sat across the table from America's true enemies. And they're not our neighbors. We're kind, generous, and caring people, even if we have differences in political opinions. Now, the big issues that we're facing here in our district are housing, schools, infrastructure. These are issues that you are working on. Our current Congresswoman, who doesn't sit on committees, hasn't steered a single dollar to our district to help with the needs that you guys are working to solve every day. As a member of Congress, I'll work tirelessly to to steer funds to our district for the needs here and not focus on the divisiveness that's going on and that we see all too common in the media and in D.C. We've got real problems here. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry I went over, but I look forward to speaking with you all at some other point in time. Thank you again. Bye.
Thank you. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes of our August the 9th meeting? Seeing and hearing none, those stand approved as submitted. We've got several special recognitions tonight, which we're excited about. The first one, Commissioner Waters is going to take care of.
Maybe Hannah's going to do this? I don't know. We've got people from the FFA, and we've got the Key Club members. I know I saw Amelia Jackson back there. How do you want to do this, Hannah? All of them together, everybody together.
Okay. Well, we want to ask anybody that's here representing Pepperell High School Key Club to come up to the front, and the Future Farmers of America members to come forward.
Elena, you should probably come too. Yeah. She's just Elena, you need to get up there.
Okay. Hannah, what's the first thing I'm going to tell you?
I'm gonna talk loudly, Commissioner,
There you
don't
go.
worry.
There you go. You got to get your big girl voice on.
I got it, okay. Okay, well, I just wanted to take tonight to recognize these kids behind me. They've went above and beyond. Just this summer, nobody asked them to do it. They decided to take it upon themselves. So they are going to be the first recipients of the Krfb Outstanding Community Service Award. So if you guys, one representative from each of you, I'm going to hand you your award in just a second. But a quick, brief update for them is, on behalf of the Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful and Floyd County community, we would like to thank Pepperell High School Key Club and the FFA program for the outstanding service to the Lindale community. Through your hard work and commitment through their Adopt a Mile program, they successfully completed over 80 hours of service this summer. So take a moment to reflect, be proud in what you did, and knowing that you guys are an important part of our community. And Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful acknowledges that without you guys, I would not be able to do anything that I do. So you are and forever will be the most prideful part of what we do, okay? You guys are awesome. So take pride in that, and I'm gonna give you your award. So this is gonna go to our Pepperell High School Key Club guys. There you go. Thank you. And then for our Future Farmers of America. Thank you guys so much for everything you have done this summer. Everybody give them a round of applause.
Y'all hold on just a minute before you sit back down. How about each one of you, if you don't mind, Hannah, you've done your deal. If you guys and girls would mind telling us your name and what grade you're in, and I assume you're all from Pepperell, so if you'd give us that.
My name is Nolan Ely. I'm a senior at Pepperell. Same.
My name is Darnell Saab. I'm a senior at Pepperell High School.
My name is Drew Marsh. I'm a senior at Pepperell High School.
My name is Nathaniel Tant. I'm a senior at Pepperell High School.
My name's Keely Vincent. I'm a junior at Pepperell High School.
My name is Cameron Davenport. I'm a sophomore at Pepperell.
I think that's fine. I'll let them know. Yeah, he got me back here.
Our next recognition tonight, Mr. McCord is going to take care of these that we're extremely proud of from our government positions and our workforce that we have. We're proud of all of them. They do a great job for us. We have several Public Works awards that were won on the state level. Mr. McCord, would you like to
Yes,
take the lead on that?
we have 3 awards. I'll do the project award first. The project of the year under $1 million was awarded by APWA at their 8th annual awards program ceremony, August the 10th, and it's the Shady Lane project that was it's a county road that serves a city subdivision, so it kind of shows that we do work together in trying to solve problems. And it basically did not have right-of-way. The only way into the subdivision legally under right-of-way was the Honeysuckle Ridge. It was a split-level road that had issues with emergency vehicles, buses, and other things. And Shady was kind of the back entrance off of Carrier Springs Road. So it was a problem for a long time, but working together with City of Rome and Floyd County agreed to do most of the labor, and the City of Rome participated with the clearing and grubbing, but Floyd County did the majority of the rest of the work, and were able to do it. It was at a $200,000 budget, and the bill just went out last week for just under $180,000, so they were under budget. We've got a nice specification road. It looks great. It's no longer shady as it was when it was originally built. Now it's kind of sunny because they had to cut a lot of trees to build the road, but it was just a good joint project that basically serves both city and county residents in an area that need an improvement. And it's just a testament to the Public Works crew and Michael for submitting it. He did. You know, we got 3 awards at this awards banquet a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him, please tell me somebody else submitted a project and some personnel, and they did. I confirmed it with the folks that were there. But this has been a great project. Again, a small amount of money has made a huge impact, especially for the people that live there. And it's very well done, and congratulations to them. And I will also want to recognize Brad Walker, who is here, was awarded Fleet Manager of the Year. And that's a testament to his efforts and his attitude and what he does for us. He does a great job in evaluating vehicles. He is very diligent I get a text message every so often that says, hey, it's about time for you to change your oil, and it's 50 miles just under the mileage. So he does a great job. We have 400 plus vehicles throughout the county, and he keeps up with almost every single one of them as far as maintenance goes, and saves the county a lot of money and a lot of time. He's got a good attitude to go along with it. And then Supervisor of the Year, Eric Sexton. I don't think Eric made it tonight. He had a conflict and could not be here. He was able to attend the award ceremony. Was Supervisor of the Year for right-of-way. And we're excited about Eric and his career and how it's grown recently and continues to grow. He's in the certification program, just doing a great job. And I'd ask Brad and Michael and everybody to come up, and I'll present the award, as well as let's congratulate Brad for being here and being Fleet Manager of the Year.
Like Jamie said, there's the biggest part of winning this award. The projects happen year-round for all communities, but it takes time to put together the application, and a lot of people don't take that time to do it. So that's a testament. I had, like Brad or Ben, worked with Eric on getting his submitted, worked with Brad on getting his submitted, and then we all worked together on this one. And this makes 3, I think, project awards that we've won. And we've won 2. Now, Brad won one of these one other time, too, just for the record. So, anyway, appreciate it.
The next award Commissioner Wallace is going to take care of is for David Thornton, our perennial chaplain and spiritual leader, for winning the Heart of the Community Award this year, and we're very proud of him. And Rhonda, ask you to take care of that.
Yes, David, I know you're here, so if you want to go ahead and come up, and if Teresa wants to come with you, that'd be just fine.
There's a 3-minute time limit, David.
I didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Yes. Well, David, we all wanted to recognize you tonight for all the things that you do. So I'm going to read a little bit about you, but just know that we all love you. We all appreciate you for all the years of all the things that you have done for this community. A native of Rome, married to Teresa. They have 5 children, 13 grandchildren. His community activities include Chaplain, Floyd County Police Department, Chaplain, Floyd County Sheriff's Office, Chaplain, Gordon County Sheriff's Office, and Chaplain E911 and Metro Task Force. Georgia Homeland Security Division, Senior Chaplain Emeritus, Georgia Sheriff's Association, Armurchie High football team, leader of mission trips to Israel and Greece, founder of Essential Church for First Responders, leads local ministries and service at the jail and other local needs in our community, active in Rome Cares program for hurricane relief, vice president of Rome Noon Optimist Club, referee for high school basketball, and a volunteer coach. We are all just so honored that you are here in our community, and thank you so much for working with us. And we're glad that finally, after many, many years of volunteer work, that you are actually an employee of us. And we appreciate that too. So thank you, and you're welcome to speak. But we did want to, all of us wanted you to know how proud we are of you and what you mean to each of us.
All right, thank you. I've been threatened with bodily harm by Tim Burkhalter and numerous people, including Scotty Hancock, if I talk too much. But anyway, I do want to say that it's a great honor to serve my community. It's a great honor to have my wife. And she, when I called her and told her I was coming, she said, "Is it ever going to end?" But she is my partner in crime, and it's a great honor to serve in our community. The example today, I think it's very interesting that this happened all this week, and we're going to Kentucky, eastern Kentucky, Lightshire County, and we're taking up stuff to go with flood victims. Matter of fact, we were picking up 30 heat and air units to give out to families, so we're collecting all our supplies to do that again. I will say this, it's an honor to give back to a community that gives you so much. And everything that I do, I try to do from my heart, and I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the opportunity to minister and to share with one, and each one of you that are sitting up there are very dear to me, and it's an honor, and believe it or not, I'm going to close with that. Thank you.
We want to get a picture. Yes.
Thank you all for what you do. You make our community a better place to live in. We appreciate you. We have no If anybody needs to escape, now is your opportunity. Some of you guys got to go to school tomorrow.
Everybody but Brad.
Thank y'all.
Okay, we have no proclamations tonight and no first readings. We have 3 items that are open for public hearings. Bryce Woods will come up and present these to us from the Planning Commission. Then we'll ask Commissioner Maxey to give us a motion so we can take action on these. I'd like to remind everybody of our rules for public hearings. After the presentation is made, the public hearing will be opened. It will be open first to people wishing to speak in favor of the proposal. You will have up to 10 minutes. If there are more than one of you that speak, you need to be mindful of that because that's a total of 10 minutes for everybody speaking. Then the opposition to it would have 10 minutes, and we'll close the public hearing and go to only discussion here among the commissioners. So Bryce, if you'd start off with item 1, please.
Yes, sir. The first request is file Z22-08-02, which requests rezoning from suburban residential to light industrial for the property at 5110 Calhoun Highway, Floyd County tax parcel M10Z118. The property is outlined in red here. It's currently occupied by a cinder block building. This is a copy of the zoning map. Everything in yellow is suburban residential. You have heavy industrial across the street as well as light industrial, as well as suburban residential. The request is to rezone it for a septic tank company / porta potty company. Staff had concerns about industrial moving across the old Calhoun Highway away from Highway 53 and the railroad tracks right there. This is the existing building. We did hear from one neighbor who is opposed. He could not be here tonight. He's out sick. He texted me a message to read here in a minute. This does come with a recommendation of a denial from staff as well as a 7-0 vote of a denial from the Planning Commission. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bryce. We'll now open the public hearing on this item. Anyone that would like to speak in favor, please come forward and give us your name and address. Seeing none, is there anyone here who'd like to speak in opposition?
As I said, one of the neighbors is out sick and asked me to read this on his behalf. His name is Johnny Evans. He lives at 5095 Calhoun Highway, Rome, Georgia, 30161. His comment is, and I quote, "I'm an old man, I've lived in my house for a long time, and I'd like to die in my home, and I'd rather not smell toilets for the rest of my remaining life. I implore you to please deny this request. Thank you."
Bryce, I can hear him saying that, just exactly like that.
Thank you, Bryce. All right, is there anyone here who would like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing, and I'll ask Commissioner Maxey for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to deny.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, a second by Commissioner Wallace to deny this request. Is there further discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, our next request and final request for the evening, file SUP 22-08-03, requesting a special use permit to operate a facility for general outdoor entertainment / events of community interest to include overnight fees. It's currently zoned suburban residential / agricultural. It's a mix. For the property at 125 Davis Road, Floyd County tax parcels F18027, F18026, and F18025. This is the old Cedar Creek event facility. You're at Cave Spring Highway and Davis Road. The properties are on both sides of the creek there. You have the RV park directly across Cave Spring Highway. It's been used as an event facility for years, so it is currently legal non-conforming. They are bringing it up to code in terms of the electricity. That's already been done, and they're looking to have more events than the 2 that are allowed by the zoning code. This is the application itself. Written statement from the applicant. property. Once again, something provided by the applicant. You all have a copy of it. Some pictures looking in from Cave Spring Highway. The nearest house across the street, across Davis Road in the top. The driveway going up into the Holt property at the top. Staff recommended approval with conditions. We've discussed these conditions with the applicant. He expressed that he was okay with them. Staff recommends that there be no more than 3 events per year, no longer than 3 consecutive days and 2 nights, and require a 50-foot buffer between events and the property lines. All event parking will be on site, and all event plans shall be submitted 1 month prior to the event to all necessary offices, including fire, police, public health, planning department, and others as necessary. The Planning Commission agreed and voted to approve with those conditions 7-0.
Thank you, Bryce. We will now open the public hearing on item 2. If there are those who would like to speak in favor, please come forward.
Good evening. I'm Alan Reeves. I live at 475 Davis Road. I have lived there for 33 years. I currently own the property that we're discussing. The previous owner gave preference to a local purchaser because of the importance of the Cave Spring Motorcycle Rally, or the Cave Spring Downtown Development Authority sponsored motorcycle rally, and its criticality to the funding for the DDA. Since that time, we did host the Georgia Mushroom Festival, and the evaluation of those 2 events have indicated that we could potentially host one more in conjunction with the hay harvest. It's the hay field, but that's all we'd plan to do. It won't be this year, though. We had about 4 inches of rain on the last day of the motorcycle rally, and a lot of fun can be had in a hay field with a motorcycle and 4 inches of rain. I'll reserve any other time if you have questions.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in favor? If not, are there those who'd like to speak in opposition? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing and ask Commissioner Maxey to give us a motion on this item.
I'd like to make a motion to approve based on the stipulations that were spelled out by the Planning Commission staff.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Waters. Is there further discussion? Mr. Reeves, you clearly understand the stipulations, and I think you are in agreement with those stipulations. Is that correct?
Yes, I submitted a kind of a description of what I wanted to do to the planning department, and it's condensed, I guess, on this form right here, but it was part of the package.
Okay.
But
just want to
3
make sure,
events, yes.
Make sure that you were there and were in favor and had understood the stipulations, so that's good. Okay, is any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. McCord, you want to
Yes, sir.
say anything about item 3?
So item 3 is adopt an ordinance to amend Article 2-18-23, Sections 3 and 9 of the Floyd County, Georgia Code of Ordinances, titled Conditions Prerequisite to Furnishing Towing Service at Request of County. Basically, only 2 changes, one being that the identifying owner shall have his license checked and renewed every 3 years, and we're taking the inspection process away from the police department and to the Department of Public Safety. I'm told there's no fee for the inspection, but it just puts it basically into the compliance division of Georgia DPS, and it has to be done annually to be on the approved list.
Thank you very much. We will open public hearing on item 3. Is anyone here to speak in favor? Anyone here to speak in opposition? We will close the public hearing, and I'll again ask Commissioner Maxey for a motion on item 3.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Wallace to approve item 3. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We have no other public hearings tonight. We do have two resolutions that we'd like to adopt. The first resolution is declaring certain property of the county unserviceable and authorizing the transfer of said property to the Floyd County Land Bank Authority. There are 5 parcels that we would like to transfer back and get back on the tax rolls, and the land bank is doing a wonderful job. Is there a motion on the first resolution?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Waters, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve resolution number 1.
That was Scotty.
Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 2 is the item that we added to the agenda tonight, and this is for a resolution that would authorize closing a portion of 3 Mile Road. The public hearing would be held at our next meeting on this, and an ordinance, action on an ordinance after that. So is there a motion on item 2?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Wallace to approve item number 2. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I have nothing from this chair. Is there any commissioner that would like to report on anything, on any of their duties for the different committees they serve on? Seeing none, we'll come to the consent agenda. Ms. Elrod, is everything in the consent agenda in order?
It is, Mr. Chair, I'm not sure about the manager's report or attorney's report, though.
So what? Well, I didn't think they had anything.
I'll help you. No report.
No report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Harmon. Mr. McCord, you've talked enough tonight.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's good.
And so now that we've taken care of that, the consent agenda is ready to roll.
Thank you.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Waters to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have no old business tonight. We do have 7 items under new business, and I'd ask Mr. McCord if he would present those one at a time.
Yes, sir. Number 1, consider recommendation from purchasing to award the bid of a purchase of water piping and hydrants to Core and Main in the amount of $368,250 for the water department. This purchase will be budgeted from the water capital account and require a budget increase in the amount of $52,820. This was also the low bid.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 1?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Hancock to approve item 1. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 2, consider request from probate court to fund probate court jury trials in the amount of $11,695, $7,400 from GL account number 100410-52600, and $42.95 from account number 100410-52700. This will be for juror pay and also for court reporter expenses for jury trials for probate.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Hancock to approve item 2. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey? Oh, Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And item 3, consider request from purchasing to award the bid of a purchase of 5,000 feet of 6-inch ductile iron pipe to UWS Incorporated Utility Water Services in the amount of $26.07 per foot for the water department. This purchase will be budgeted using $135,300 from the water repair and maintenance account, $43,320 from the Chubb Road project, and the remaining $954,680 budgeted from GO account to purchase goods and services for future projects. As we spoke in caucus, we are looking at 40-plus week lead times for some of our materials.
We're grateful to have the opportunity to pre-purchase this pipe. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Waters, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve item 3. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I will add that encumbrance will not be all paid at one time. It will trickle in over the next 44 weeks. Item 4, consider request from purchasing to award the bid of a purchase of a 2021 Western Star 4700 SB rear-loading garbage packer for the recycling center to Burroughs Companies of Laurel, Mississippi in the amount of $110,000 even. GL count number 330-590-67040. This item is $40,000 under the original budget.
Do I have a motion on item 4?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Hancock, second by Commissioner Waters to approve. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 5, consider request from purchasing to award a 1-year contract for providing inmate commissary services with 4 additional 1-year contracts possible to Hard Time Products doing business as the store call. As I mentioned in caucus, the sheriff sent this through the purchasing department for your consideration. They've done an excellent job with the RFP review process.
Thank you. Do I have a motion on item 5?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Waters to approve item 5. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 6, consider request from Richard B. Russell Regional Airport to approve task order from Georgia Power to provide power service for the new runway extension ILS localizer in the amount of $10,595 from the 2013 SPLOST budget for the runway 119 extension project.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 6?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wallace, second by Commissioner Waters to approve item 6. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And item 7, consider request from Richard B. Russell Regional Airport to approve runway 1 extension grading and drainage project closeout. This is actually a savings of $288,032.66. That will go back to the remaining balance for the remaining base and paving. So we have, and you asked this question, we have $2.8 million left in that 2013 SPLOST project as we continue to install the ILS as well as the base and paving, which will be the last phase, hopefully in 2023.
Thank you. Is there a motion on item 7?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Waters to approve item 7. Please call the roll.
Commissioner Wallace?
Yes.
Commissioner Maxey?
Yes.
Commissioner Hancock?
Yes.
Vice Chair Waters?
Yes.
Chair Bagby?
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have no other business tonight. We did go into executive session in our caucus tonight to discuss personnel matter and litigation, and no action was taken. And also at this time, I'm not sure she's still here, but tonight is Olivia's last night of covering us. And we want to thank you for the accurate and
Yes, thank you,
friendly
Olivia.
way that you've covered our meetings, and we appreciate what you've done. Wish you the best of luck. So thank you very much. There have been reporters in the past that was not, didn't have the ability to say that, so thank you. Is there anything else to come before this group?
I did want to recognize a few people that are here tonight. Harry Pierce, owner of Big Time Products, and it looks like his whole executive team is here, so we're honored to have y'all, as well as Jeff and Tim. It's so good to see you back in this courtroom, so thank you for being here, and thank you all for what y'all are doing to help us. Thank you.
Anything else to come before us? If not, we stand adjourned.
You didn't say the executive session.
He did.
Did he?
Oh, you did?
I did. Y'all pay attention. Doug correcting me all the time.
I just asked.
He did.